Well, hello, I'm Bobby Parham with Sage Lending.
And I'm Eduardo Elizondo with Local Realty Agency.
And today, who we're talking to are those of you out there that already own a home. You've probably owned a home for at least 6 months or a year, or maybe even several years, and maybe you're wondering what in the world's gone on with your property values. You maybe have heard the stories where people's houses are just shooting up in value, and I want to talk to Eduardo a little bit about that. What are you seeing out there, Eduardo?
Yeah, well, there's a super short supply of sellers and there's an increased demand of buyers, which is causing insane bidding wars on properties. I'm sure you guys have heard the stories. The reason for that, interest rates are super low, so people are trying to get a house while the money is so cheap.
Yeah, and an inventory issue as well. It's hard to find houses out there, isn't it?
Absolutely. There's not enough sellers to supply the amount of buyers right now.
Let me tell you about a friend of mine that reached out to me this week. I may be able to help her with a refinance. January of this year, she went to purchase a new build in McKinney at $415,000. Now, through COVID and all the other slowdowns, it's taken almost a year to close on this house. That same floor plan in the same neighborhood is now selling for $515,000, a $100,000 increase in less than a year. Are you seeing other things like this?
Absolutely. People are locking up these new constructions, and then 6 months to a year down the road, they're seeing an increase in equity without even having to live in the home. And the reason for that is the comparables in that area are selling for more and more as time progresses. So by the time they're ready to move in, they enjoy a free increase in equity.
For those people that do want to sell, what would be a good next step?
Yeah, this is a perfect time to sell, obviously, just because there's such a short supply. But an option, if you're worried about finding a new place to live, is maybe a short-term rental. An apartment complex such as this one offers 6-month lease terms, and that would be perfect if you're still kind of in between looking for a new house and, just ultimately deciding what you want to do.
Great. And another option, if you're not ready to sell your house, maybe you want to fix it up. This might be a great time for a cash out refi, and that's where I can help you. In my company in Sage Lending, we can do refis as quickly as 8 days, actually, cash out refis. You can take that money if you want to start putting a pool in the backyard. It might be time to get started on that so it's ready for summer. You want to do a big renovation, you can do it with a cash out refi. Maybe you want to fund your kids' college education. A cash out refi might be a great option. Or you can use that money for anything you want. It's your equity in your home. So Eduardo, for those of our friends that decided, yes, it's a good time to buy, they've got all that equity in their house, they want to put it to good use, and they say, I'm ready to buy, well, maybe first sell and then go buy. What's their next step?
Yeah, so they can call or text me at 817-901-1777, or they can shoot me an email at elizondo, that's 2 E's, Lizondo, 21@gmail.com. But if you're looking to buy, first step is to get pre-approved. You can do that through Bobby. Bobby, where can they find you at?
And it's a simple process. Send me an email at bobby@bobbyparham.com or shoot me a text, 817-627-9388. I've got a very simple online application. We'll get you set up. We don't even have to do a full pull on your credit. Just a soft pull doesn't even affect your credit. And I can give you a good idea about what loan programs would make sense for you, kind of what your house payment would be. Then we'll send you back over to Eduardo and find the right house for you.
Absolutely.